Now let's take a look at Lubridate package for our language. This package is used for manipulating and working with date and time. So if you have RStudio, go to install, and here you can type in Lubridate, right? And here you can also choose the library for R. Okay, so I'm going to go with the default R, right? And you can choose the repository, or you can choose the package if you have zip or source, right? So instead of going through that, you can simply go with typing in the package name and clicking install. Another option is to type in install packages and then type in Lubridate, right, and hit enter. Okay, so make sure that you have our tools installed within your installation, because Lubridate package requires our tools, and it will also require a few other dependency packages, so we'll go through that as well. Now if you are on ArchUI, you can also install the package and check if it's correctly installed. Now here you see I already have this package properly installed. Now I can clear console, and here I can check whether I can call for this library. So Lubridate, right, and if I call this, here you see attaching package Lubridate, so it has managed to attach just fine. Now we can take a look at some of the code, like year, month, date, and we can pass on that data. So 2022, then month 03, and date, let's say 12, and here you see it will return with the formatted output. Now you can also pass the string like structure for your date, right? So 03, then 2022, right? This structure is also accepted. As you can see, it both should return the same value. Similarly, you can also have month, date, year, right? So month 03, then date 2022, right? So date n, let's say it's 12 and then 2022, right? Okay, now if I hit enter, it should output the same to me, right? Similarly, you can also have DMY, so multiple formats are there. So let's say 12/03 2022 and hit enter. That should give you the same output. So you get these three functions: YMD, MDY, and DMY. Let's clear the console again. Now there are a few things you can do, like manipulating your date. So let's say if I use date demo and store one of my date in DMY format into it. So let's say this is the birth date, right? Now if I want to extract the output out of this, so what I can do, I can type in month and then dt demo, right, and I get month as 3rd. Similarly, I can also get the year out of this, right, and I got the year. Similarly, I can get exact year up, or say date, sorry, so exact day from this with the wday function. And as you can see, 5 it says, right? So wday 5. Now we can also have labels, right? So let's say label, right, and here you see it shows Thursday, which is the day here, from Sunday 1 2 3 4 5, so it shows you 5 here, right? So you get the idea. Some of these functions like month, year, then working day, right? So you just have to pass on the stored date to that and then move ahead, right? Now the next thing is we can also work with time like this. So let's clear the console. Now here you see we have one function, how many seconds, and we can pass on our hour, 1 hour, 10 minute, 20 seconds, right? If I pass on this, it should give you 1 hour, 10 minute, 20 seconds in this format, which is often used. So HMS, and if I pass in without having to use colon, I can do that as well, right? So just type it in this format and it should return you the same output. Now you can also exclude seconds and simply pass on 1 and 10, and that should also work, right? Now we have seen how many seconds function. We can also manipulate our current date and time, so based on that we will get few more data. So let's clear the console, right? And then we go for today, right? So the today's data is stored in this, right? Or you can go for any other name if you want. So let's add that in today, right? So T day, similarly we can all add T now. So now data for date and time stored in T day and T now, right? Now what we will do is we will throw in the date out of that. So let's say if I use another 2 and let's say if I throw in as underscore date from our T day, so that data will be thrown here and we can fetch that, and here you see current date is given. Similarly we can also get T now 2, right? And we can fetch as date time, so it should be a small case, right? And then we pass in T day. So based on just T days data alone we can fetch T now as well, right? It shows UTC, basically it throws in your time zone, right? So you can switch to your own as well if you set it globally, right? So apart from that, let's take a look at also formatting of this data. So let's say if I use format function and pass on T now, and let's say if I give %a and within double quotes and throw that, so we get Saturday today, which is right. So another format that we can do T now is with %f and throw in, and you get your year, month and day format, YMD, right? Similarly if I use format T now and then %t, right? So %t, and then we have, let's say %z. Let's see what it fetches. Okay, so we have to add the colon, which I forgot, right? So yeah, right, and you get the current time, which is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that is within Indian Standard Time IST, right? So it is basically fetching the system time and time zone, right? So let's clear this and also take a look at getting the date from your component. So basically your current component is T now, so if I use that for getting the year, I get the year correctly. So similarly, I can also get month from this T now, which is going to be my time. So it shows month is 3. So we can get M day and Y day out of that. And here you see 12th day, right? And we get T now, and we get working day, which is 7th, right? So here we are assuming the day from Sunday, and that's why it shows us 7, because Thursday, as you can see in previous example, goes for 5th day, 6th being our Friday, and 7th being Saturday. Starting from Sunday, if you shift this, then it should show you the different calculation, right? So barring all of that, let's take a look at Y day and then T now. And here you see it shows 71 so far. So I assume this shows that which day of the year, right? So starting from 1st January all the way to this particular 12th March, so it should be 71, right? So that pretty much data given from this date component. So let's clear the console again, and now let's try to fetch time, right? So if I use R and then call for T now component, here you see error in T now could not find function. Okay, sorry, so it has to be R, right? So sorry for the typo. And here you see R is 14. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I also want to get the minute, so T now I get 0. Similarly, I want to get second, T now, right? So current seconds while we are typing this. Similarly, I want to also get time zone, right? So T now time zone, and it is not showing that because we have not set it up yet. So we'll take a look at how to set that up later. Now let's clear this and let's try and find out some different calculations like leap year. So leap underscore year. Let's see if 2020 is the leap year. Let's find out true. So leap underscore year 2024. Let's go with 3 for change, and it's false. Now let's go with another, some long year 2066. And now let's take a look at duration. So if I type in duration and pass on the duration, which is in seconds, let's say 60 seconds, it should send me the output. 60 seconds is 1. Similarly, if I use D seconds, right, and if I run this, it should show me 1 second, which is correct. So D minutes, and then if I send it some values like 40, let's see what it replies with. 2400 seconds, which is 40 minutes. Then with what if I send in hours, which is let's say 6 hours, and it shows me in seconds as well, right? Similarly, we can have duration within weeks, so duration and week, right? So week, if we choose 28, and here we go with the seconds within those 28 weeks. Similarly, we can use D week, right? So D weeks, and here you see 1 week and that many seconds. Similarly, we can also work with period function. So let's clear console for that, and here we see, let's say, period of 5, and here we have our, let's say, seconds, right? Or we can also go with let's say minute. equals to 30 minutes, and second equals to 10, right? So 20 minutes 10 seconds. We can go with, let's say, hour, which is 2 minute, 10 minute equals to 10, then second equals to 20, right? Let's see how it fetches. It will show you exactly the way you pass these parameters. So some of these functions help you in working with date and time much more effectively than the system date and time functions.